Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mirella. I'm a life coach and a mom, hence why I'm called the Life Coach Mom. And today is about to get real. I am coming to you with the topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that has to do with our high school seniors. If you are a mom of a high school senior or a college senior that was about to graduate, I think I speak for all of us in saying this was not what we expected. It's not. And there's a whole range of emotions that we're feeling. Part of it is sadness. Part of it might be anger. It's disappointment. It's loss. And nothing burns me up more than to see and hear comments of people who are completely insensitive. People who are saying basically, get over it. Stop whining. Stop complaining. So what? You're not getting a graduation. So what? You're not getting a prom and you're not getting to experience those senior milestones. And I'm here to say that that is wrong. To say get over it, this is not something you just get over. My advice to you is don't. No, don't get over it. Something you just get over is the ending of a movie or the ending of a book. We sit through a movie for 2 hours and then something unexpected happens at the end. And guess what? We're bitching and complaining for days. We're feeling it. We were so disappointed. We were let down. We didn't see that coming. Oh, what a cheap ending. Well, this is real life. We didn't get the ending that we were expecting. So yeah, I'm feeling sad. And if you're mourning, if you're sad about it, that's okay. I'm here to say that is a gift. For you to feel emotions, that is a gift. For people to say get over it, meaning don't embrace the feelings that you're feeling, that's not the best advice. We're living in a day and age where mental wellness is really at the top of our mindset. And we're dealing with a demographic. These are teenagers they're not even fully emotionally developed. And that's our advice to them, is to just get over it. This is the highest percentage of kids that are riddled with anxiety and have depression and are struggling with suicide and cyber issues. And this is what the adults in their life are telling them. I am here to say just the opposite. I want you to not just acknowledge what you're feeling, embrace what you're feeling. Sit with what you're feeling, process that. And for you moms, for me too, that is something that is just so beneficial to all of us, not to stuff it inside or to pretend it doesn't matter. Now, if it doesn't matter to you, you can just move on. But for those of us who are struggling with it, there's beauty in that struggle. There's beauty in to say that what I wanted for my student, my child, was to experience these moments, these beautiful moments of culmination, of prom, of the school activities, all the camaraderie that happens, the bonding, that special bonding that happens with a class who is ready now to embrace the next chapter of their life. And yes, good things are coming. Great things are coming. We know that. We know that in our minds. Our students know that. Our children know that this next chapter is going to offer wonderful opportunities. It's going to offer them their first of a college experience or a job experience or living on their own and making life for themselves. Nobody is denying that. We know that. But our heart also knows that there's loss. So we'll catch up. We will. We all know those great things are coming. But man, if you just want to sit in sadness, then sit in sadness. It kind of reminds me of this old country song. I used to be into country. And the song is, I just want to be mad for a while. The singer acknowledges there's all these great things that she should be happy about. But she kind of just wants to sit with it. And to me, that's the best advice. If you want to sit and embrace that, like I said, and just work through it and process it. Now, the key is not to stay there, but to sit with it. It's the healthiest thing that we can do. We are living in such an unusual time. We're learning to manage these new emotions. The virus has its quarantine. So we're already feeling tension, anxiety, worry. Maybe there's depression going on. There's uncertainty. There's new rituals now in our lives. We're wearing masks. We're washing our hands more than ever. Like, we do all of these things and we're still not 100% sure, is this going to affect me? I'm talking about the virus now, right? So we already are dealing with this low level, at the very minimum, a low level of anxiety. So we're not at our best, and our kids aren't either. Denying the importance and the significance of all these end of year traditions and celebrations, that is not good either. It's okay to say you are missing that. We are all having to give up something during this time of the coronavirus. We're having to give up what we wanted, our own freedoms, social contact. We're giving up income. We're giving up our schedules, the things that we love to do. We're all being called to sacrifice something. Well, our high schoolers are also asked to sacrifice something. And this shouldn't be a competition of who is suffering more. Yeah, if I spend the time, like really spend time thinking about all the different groups of people that are affected, we're all in pain over different things. I think of the single moms who don't have an income, that now are home with their children. I think of business owners. I think of widows. I think of people who are in isolation, who live by themselves. We're all struggling at different levels, and our high schoolers are no different. It's not about competing for who is suffering more. This is about showing compassion to a group of people, a sect of people. It's about showing empathy. It's the willingness to say, I'm going to trade places with you emotionally and try to understand where you're at. Because moms, if our kids are struggling with losing out on these final months of their senior years, if it's important to them, it should be important to us. Now, responses vary from household to household. Some of our seniors are devastated. I can understand that. But in some households, the kids aren't the ones that are devastated. It's the parents. It's the moms. So however it looks in your home, I would say, moms, if you are in a household where your teenager is doing pretty good, I would suggest don't project onto them your feelings of loss. They don't need to deal with anything extra. They really don't. Now, if you're in a home where it's the opposite, your child, your student is the one who is really bummed out, then what can we do? How can we show up for them during this transition time? Because we know that fall is coming. So the next chapter of their lives is coming. Good things are coming, but there is this transition time where they need us. They need our emotional support. They need our validation. They need to know that we are there. We want to listen to them. We want to hear them out. We shouldn't just be having conversations about it. We should be connecting with them about this. It's easy to just have conversation. Connection, that takes being really intentional about really stepping into their shoes, finding out what it is that's going on, not just in their minds, but in their hearts, how this might just really be devastating to them. And again, you don't have to understand it because you're seeing this and through the lens of whatever age you are. If you're in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s. So you had a long time and many experiences to build upon. They're starting out in life and they've been dealt quite a hand. So for them, as it is for all of us, this is their first time that we're experiencing something of this magnitude. So now is the time to teach them important lessons about pain, about loss, about there's no guarantees in life that you can plan. You can definitely plan for the future, but you never know. Like, we never knew that this was coming, that this would be the graduating class that wouldn't be able to walk and have a graduation ceremony in its traditional way. Nothing bonds us more than when we go through tough times together. when there's pain, when we have to rebuild, when we can empathize with each other, with the loss, because we're all experiencing it at the same time. Now, granted, to different degrees, but this is something that we will never forget. Something that we can be teaching our children right now as we're going through this is that we never stop learning. We never stop developing or applying ourselves, that this situation right now is preparing us for the next thing. So let's not lose sight of that there's an opportunity here to learn more about yourself. I mean, we've been stripped down of our day-to-day stuff, of all the things that keep us busy, that may or may not keep us productive. They just keep us busy. So now with all of that stripped away, who are you? Are you happy with who you are? These are the things that we could be reflecting on. In life, we have to learn how to tackle big things, the unexpected things. And that's what our students are learning in this time. That sometimes life will thrust you into a hard place and will make you stay there for a while. So this is a great opportunity. It's a time of growth, but it's also a time to be sad. So again, I go back to my advice to you. It's not about just getting over it. My advice to you is don't. Allow yourself to be human. Allow yourself to be affected by it. Not closed off. That's just going to harden you. But the more we open our hearts to the different ways that people are struggling, the more of our humanity comes out. The bottom line is, are you doing okay? Because there's two groups of people. There are groups of people that are doing okay, but there are groups of people who aren't, that maybe need a little help. So if you're doing okay, I would say those are the people who are experiencing some level of sadness and loss. And I'm talking to you moms and our seniors. That's okay to feel. I would say that is normal to feel. But you might be somebody, or your student might be somebody who just feels like they need a little bit more help. And that's where help is available to you. I would encourage you to find a community of people or a person, a safe person. We all need safe people in our life that can hear us and that can validate us and that you can just be present with, be still with. Remember, we are in this together. So reach out to people regularly, reach out to your kids, reach inward, connect with yourself, connect with others, and we're going to get through this. We'll see you next time.